To prove the man's true identity, the girl climbed up and sat on the balcony railing. Then she jumped off without a moment's hesitation. Lee Yun, perhaps because she looked like his first love, had no choice but to reveal his true identity as a fox spirit. He leaped after her and caught her mid-air.
역시 사람이 아니었어.
Jia finally confirmed who he really was, but she immediately jabbed a sedative needle right into Lee Yun's neck. It turned out the little girl he had saved all those years ago had never forgotten him, and had been waiting all this time for him to show up again. When Lee Yun came to, he was already lying in his own home. Jia was watching him with a smug look on her face. Lee Yun sat up and threatened to gouge out her eyes. Faced with Jia's relentless questioning, Lee Yun revealed his identity as a nine-tailed fox and told her what had happened 21 years ago. But Jia didn't seem all that surprised, because from the very day her parents disappeared, she had known that there were things in this world that science simply couldn't explain. Jia kept pressing him about where her parents were, but Lee Yun had no interest in anything that happened to her as a child. Jia pulled out the storage device holding the video footage and threatened him again. She said if he refused to help, she would make the footage public. This pushed Lee Yun completely over the edge. In a fit of rage, he made Jia temporarily lose sight in one eye. The threat wasn't going to work. Jia switched her approach. She casually dropped the storage device into a glass of water and destroyed the evidence. She knew that a fox's nature was to repay every act of kindness. Destroying the evidence for him was the same as doing him a favor. And the payback she wanted was for Lee Yun to help her find her missing parents. Ever since the car accident, Jia would often replay old videos of herself with her parents from when she was a little girl. One day the TV suddenly cut to static. Jia picked up the remote to turn it off. But what happened next stopped her cold. Her parents in the video were staring straight at her, and they were holding something dark and shapeless in their hands.
엄마?
Jia jolted awake from the nightmare, but it had felt so real that a wave of fear washed over her. Jia went to the TV station and told her co-workers about the nightmare. To her surprise, two of her co-workers had experienced the exact same kind of dream. Could these nightmares actually spread from person to person? A little while later, Lee Yun called. He said he had found some information about her parents. Jia was overwhelmed with excitement. They agreed to meet at the Snail Bride restaurant. Lee Yun told Jia that her parents' names were nowhere to be found in the ledger that recorded life and death. That meant they were still alive. But strangely, no one could track down where they actually were. For Jia, that was at least some good news. After searching for so many years, she finally had something to go on. She made up her mind that she would find them no matter what. After dinner, Lee Yun said his goodbyes to Jia. He said that tracking down the lead about her parents was enough to consider the debt fully repaid. From that point on, neither of them owed the other a thing. He told Jia not to come looking for him anymore, but Jia grabbed his sleeve and pleaded with him. She hoped Lee Yun would keep helping her track down her parents. Just then a phone call cut their conversation short. A co-worker told her that the editor-in-chief's mother had passed away that day. The circumstances of the death matched the scene Jia had witnessed in her nightmare exactly. After listening to Jia's full account, Lee Yun concluded that someone had to be pulling the strings behind these spreading nightmares. So he told Jia to take a handful of coins and go find the building manager at the TV station, and scatter the coins on the ground right in front of him. The normally mild-mannered and polite colleague instantly transformed into a completely different person.